26 years of comic book history. It includes comic books, action figures, TV and movie memorabilia, animation, all different kinds of fun stuff like that. This side is Marvel. That side is DC and independent. The arcade area is free with your admission, so you just hit start on the games and play as much as you like. Bunch of 5. We have our gift shop area in case you want to grab something to remember us by. We got some Hall of Heroes merch on this side. But a little bit about us. We've been featured on over a dozen different TV shows. American Pickers, Fast and Loud, Toy Hunter. We just had the Discovery Channel here not too long ago. One of the reasons that we're on those shows is because we're a very unique museum. We're the only comic book museum in the world. One of the other reasons is because our curator, Alan Stewart, is one of the foremost experts when it comes to comic books. So anytime the guys from American Pickers have a question about comics that they find, Alan's who they call. Those cabinets over there is a collection that's been happening over the last 40 years, but they span 86 years of comic books. They go all the way down, they come back up the other side. There's over 79,000 comic books over there. So we're curating one of the biggest comic book collections in the world here at the only comic book museum in the world. As you guys go through here, you can take pictures of whatever you'd like, no problem. We just ask you not to use flash photography. That it is a museum, so I always ask everybody just to look. Usually I have to tell that more to adults than I do children. Some really cool stuff in here. So each side is in timeline order. So I'll give you a little bit of history to start you out. Marvel starts right here. Marvel started in 1939, but it was called Timely Comics. Timely becomes Atlas. Atlas becomes Marvel Comics in the 1960s. Timely was actually putting out these comic books that were called Marvel Comics. It was just a title of a book that they had that starred Submariner and the Human Torch. A lot of people think Captain America was the first Marvel character, but he was actually third in 1941 at the start of World War II. So when Stan Lee gets a hold of the company in the 1960s, then he calls the whole company Marvel. And I think that's why people think he started Marvel, because that's what he didn't. It actually started way before him by a guy named Martin Goodman. That was actually Stan Lee's mother's cousin. It's too much. So right over there is Captain America's shield. That is from Captain America, the First Avenger. That was used by Chris Evans in the movies. That is a real screen-used shield. It is signed on the back by the cast and Stan Lee. At the end of this aisle, you'll see the Hell Cycle from Ghost Rider that was written by Nicolas Cage himself, the real life from the movie. Down there is a 1965 Shelby Cobra. That was in the first Iron Man movie. He started out to fly, falls to the roof of his house, and lands on that car. That's the real car from the movie also. I reiterate that because I've told people that just one time.